Welcome back, everybody. This is WR Blacks here for another video, and we are here today for ERO Jeddah. So today we are feeling pretty good. Feeling a little confident. I feel good in the car. Feels okay. Uh, I think we took a little bit of a balanced car. Good downforce, decent straight line speed, so shouldn't be too much in trouble. But you're gonna see right here, we only took one run, about almost halfway through the session when we got out. So we only did one run just to save a set of softs in case there was some chaos or we wanted some different strategy or whatever. But our plan was really to start on the hard, the medium. I think I only did that just in case I got wing damage and another safety car came out. I wanted some fresh tires just to maneuver easier. So, yeah. But coming to lights out, we are go, and we get a good start. I accidentally picked the soft tires because I thought I had the hard selected, but it was the softs, and when I saw that, I knew I had to be aggressive. That changed my whole mentality to go as you. But you saw there, we got turned. We just basically we all got squeezed together and we got turned. So yeah, that kind of put a dent in our strategy. That's a lot of time we just lost. So now we basically just have to push like crazy and just get the maximum out of these tires. And yeah. As you see, a Williams is around, moving on into the bank corner. Car, oh my gosh, yeah, the Haas, as you saw there, I just reacted, came up by surprise, and I thought it wasn't ghosted. So you're gonna see here, got a warning. Just usually how my first laps go at Jeddah. I cut that turn because that's probably the toughest chicane for me to hook. I think it's mainly because it's going to the right instead of the left. I feel like when it's going to the left, I just hit it better. I don't know why. I just tend to hit, the other chicane we just went through right, behind us in sector 3 pretty well. But yeah, you see, battling the Ferrari, he's on the hards, and I'm basically just burning all the ERS to get by. I'm not really interested in staying behind. As you saw, an Alpine pitted, so we're up to 13th. We're going to outbrake the Ferrari. He's going to push us wide. We're going to push him back wide. Just put him onto the curb and, get racing. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But later, we didn't get DRS from the car, from the Alfa Romeo, and the Ferrari is now caught up to the Alfa. So we can just kind of chill out and follow these guys, because I could tell that we were quite a ways behind, which wasn't the plan. But you also just saw a lot of, if you saw left on your screen, a few cars just pitted. So we are in a good spot, and you saw the Alpha get really loose off turn 2, so that helps us. It's going to help us even more. And yeah, we're doing what we need to do. The plan was just to survive for the first stint, and then going, get in a nice rhythm, and then yeah, we got a second warning. So I was kind of on edge for the rest of the race. And you see my brake bias is 56 and my differential is 60, because the soft tires are really starting to take a beating now. And the hard runner just got ahead of the medium runner. So that was not a good sign. And as you're going to see here, we're in the DRS till we're not in the DRS. And I thought I got it, but when it was time, I didn't have it. So yeah, that was kind of shocking. And to my surprise, the soft tires are holding up pretty nicely. So I wasn't too slow compared to these guys. I was actually pretty competitive. I thought I could stay with them, especially if I had the DRS, but a lap later we just decided to pit to get at least some relatively fresh mediums. Didn't want to pit around lap 10 because I felt the mediums would just be terrible at that point. So we put the mediums on, get back out there, and Yeah. So an Alfa Romeo also came in, and you were going to see coming out of the pits that I am gonna hustle it to get that DRS because I don't want him to get away. Is get up on the curb there. We're gonna try and push. As you see, thankfully we're on the medium tires, so we will gain a lot of time initially, especially on the initial phase because the tires will warm up easier. We're on a softer compound, as you see through this section. This was a great section to get close, as we basically made up nearly a whole second. We made up like 8/10 on them, nearly 8/10 on them. We go a little wide there, but we'll get that time right back on this exit, and even more than that as we use the ERS also to get in the DRS. And going through here, we missed the apex, but we cut the corner and luckily do not get a penalty. I was very happy not to get one, so I got the DRS and didn't get a warning because we're still on 2. But moving on, a little bit later in the lap to start the next lap, you see we're burning here to get by this Alpha because I didn't want to be stuck behind him. This wasn't the time for me to just chill. I had to go and just make up the best pace I could. So going into the corner, we're battling, and we really shouldn't be battling. I think I probably should have just waited, but my gut feeling was just to go. And you can see a lap later, we just really couldn't pull because I don't think we built enough of a gap where we would break them. We probably would need 4 or 5 tenths heading into turn 1, and then we probably would have had enough to break them. So because of the our downforce setup, but it was a VSC. Don't think anybody is close enough to pit, as if you could with it being a short pit lane, you would basically just gain so much time. But regardless, how big the pit lane is or how long it is, you would gain some time, as we nearly got our first warning. But as you see that the Ferrari on the softs comes out ahead of us, and that was surprising. I thought that we would have gained, but we actually lost time as I nearly hit the wall in the Alfa Romeo. And now moving on to lap 19, you see we got some cars behind us, but I was surprised to see the Ferrari get ahead of us. Me and the Ferrari Alpha was just battling and swapping so much, it put us in a bad spot. And now we're getting attacked by a Haas and a Williams, and I'm trying to get the Haas behind me because I don't want to lose this spot. So go a little deep, but we leave him the room on exit. I think we made a little bit of contact, and now we're going to try and save as much battery, because at this point I was just trying to save battery for the final lap. I wasn't really concerned with trying to get more points and push. I was just trying to make sure I keep up with this Alpha, because he was flashing. He really wasn't recovering any battery, but he was definitely faster on a straight to me. But as you see behind, the Williams hit the back of the Haas, and the Haas DNF because he hit the inside wall when he got hit. So that cost a safety car, and now we're going to put the soft tires on and just go like crazy to the end. Hope for a little bit of chaos ahead of us. That is the plan. So yeah, put those in. Remember, I did say those softs. I probably should have just did the second lap, honestly, but I kind of didn't feel the need to for some reason. And yeah, but I guess it kind of all worked out so far. We got a safety car to gain more spots, and coming to the restart, I wanted a little bit of a gap to the Williams so I didn't have to push my ERS. You can see I used a little bit here because I thought he was using, but turned it off immediately just to get a little bit of momentum going. And yeah, so it's chaos into turn 1, and we were good. We did a good job not getting another warning, because sometimes slowing down a lot could throw you off for that corner. And going through here, I was praying for a little bit of chaos, and I just said to myself, I would try my best not to miss it. As you see, the Alfa Romeo has a big moment, and we are lucky not to hit him. But that's gonna actually mess us up, as now the Williams is gonna attack us, but he didn't really use his ERS, as I am trying to save mine for about the last lap. I'm not really trying to burn my ERS up. I want to have something left for the final lap, and I know that DRS is going to be enabled. There's going to be one lap of DRS, and there will be no front straightaway DRS on the white flag. And you can see here, there's a Max guy, as there is a couple of old soft runners, I'm pretty sure, and I think Opta is one of them. And here you can see we're going to go for the Alfa Romeo. We're going to go around the outside, but we elected to turn the ERS off because I knew he was going to burn his ERS up, and I just knew there was no point to fight him. But the Ferrari slowed down so much, and now I'm probably going to be, I'm not even really thinking about behind. I knew I was probably going to be under attack, but you see the Williams actually isn't using it. If you look at the Delta, as TGT Rudy got a drive-through, sucks for him. But yeah, we make contact with the Ferrari. I don't know if that was on me or him, honestly. I said on me. I said sorry because I felt like it was on me, but yeah. So yeah, we just elected to abuse the battery and get by that Ferrari because I felt like it was a must to get by him. And yeah, as you see it up here, which we use too much curve, Max is going wide, the Ferrari went wide, and also TTG Rudy was, as I said, was talking a lot of trash in the PSGO chat and the ERO chat. So yeah, karma. But you know, sometimes that's what happens when you run your mouth too much. You just and can't back it up. You just make mistakes. So sucks for him. Do better. But moving on. You see here, we're not using any ERS. As a matter of fact, we nearly broke the DRS from the guys behind, but I'm not using it. I don't even think they're using. As there's a few guys with 3-second penalties, and at this point, I really wanted to get by. I was thinking I really should have gotten by that Alfa Romeo in that action when I could, but I knew ERS was going to be too much. It's just going to be, it's going to be too important to get rid of. As you see, the Alpha is just burning and burning, and Locket Launch, I think that was also, as you saw in the bank corner, I got by him. But the Aston is flashing, even though he doesn't matter because he has a 3-second. But yet again, I don't even know if that's legit. He could have got pushed out wide or something and got a warning. So yeah, we're gonna try our best to get by him. As you see, we are at 75% coming to this bank corner as he makes a mistake, and I saw he was flashing, and I'm not going to use any ERS until we get to the second DRS zone, and I wasn't even going to like use all of it then. Probably should have, but I thought the best thing to do was just wait. And you see, yeah, we actually didn't turn it on. Looking back on it, I probably should have, but I felt like I knew I was going to get these guys, and I didn't want anything, and just in case anything happened, I didn't want to hit the back of anybody and mess up this corner here. But as you saw, the Ferrari messed up, and Alpha is actually gone, so he's actually up front. You see he's in 6th, and now we're going to run, and the Ferrari actually has wing damage from hitting that wall, and going to the last corner, we go around the outside, and now with the DRS and the battery we have, we just pull away from the Ferrari because he has nothing to fight with, and we come home P7 in a race I thought we really wasn't going to be that quick. So I am absolutely I was so thrilled about that. I was not expecting a P7. I was really expecting probably I mean, my expectation was a top 5, but I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't even expecting like a P8. I was expecting like a P10, a P9, and you saw how I was running through that race. You know, at the time, it was looking like a P10 was all we were gonna get. And yeah, I didn't have my mic in, but I was super excited about that race. That was so cool, and you know, so great. Because I haven't had much luck on this game. I mean, I've only done 3 or 4 races, and yeah, sorry for not, you know, making a video about Imola. Nothing really happened, and I DNF'd anyway, or retired in the pits, so something I typically don't do. But yeah, this race, this hasn't really gone the way that I expected for league racing, but yeah, to get some momentum going, Haven't really practiced like crazy, but this is probably the most I've practiced and the best I felt with the car in the race and in the practice sessions I've done. So, and I think I only did time trial in this for this because I felt like I just need to get qualifying done, and in the race I would get better. So, and just to think I didn't even qualify. So, yeah, definitely happy about that though. Great job. We only finished 3 seconds behind the leader. Another few laps, so we probably could have been competing for a podium. So, yeah, very, very pleased with that. Next race is going to be Bahrain. So, feeling really, really good about that. Cannot wait for Bahrain. It's going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, you know, that was definitely something, guys. I've seen you always save your battery for the last few laps. I probably should have pushed on that second DR straight, but I thought the best thing to do, like I said, was just wait. Obviously, the straight also wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. I wanted to go hard to medium, but anyways, our good luck wasn't done yet because as you're about to see, we actually got promoted to a spot. I believe ORT got a penalty, and that moved us up to 6th. So, and I think he actually won the race, but he got a penalty. So, yeah, that's gonna be it for me. WR Blacks. I will see you guys later.